take the exam. You can see. So I want to start the exam now. All of the things there. Instruction, answer of questions. Total number of questions is 3. Total exam attempt is 2. Passing mark is 5. Which will make me fail even if I have all 3 questions. So if your passing mark is that? Yes, that's what I was saying. No, look at it now. Total questions in this exam is 3. But you want the passing mark.
You are giving an example
5.
2 marks each now. That is 6.
Okay, what is your total mark?
Total mark is 2.
Where is it? No, this is total attempt. But what was the value for each question? Okay, well, it was 2 marks. Okay, so I should be expecting 6.
Yes.
Okay, so 5 is okay. You're on the high side anyway, but it's fine. All right. So these are the instructions, and this exam will run for 2 hours. Are you seeing it? But if you wanted the minute option, that's when I was selecting yes. And so if for exam condition, this is 2 hours, it's fine. Alright, negative marking is not applied, so I'll start the exam. And now you can see the time I started counting. Okay, now I have 3 questions in total. This is question 1. Dash is the name of a person, animal, place, or things. This was a descriptive question. And I'll pick now and submit. Oh, sorry. I submitted early. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry. So I submitted too early. Now let me enter for another. Let me enter for another person. Let me do it right.
No, it's good to know how to fail.
Okay, now they failed because they submitted too early. What was supposed to be the case was to pick each of. No, as in I submitted instead of to pick other options. Yes, I didn't finish the question. No.
Because the instruction says that you attempt some question.
Yeah.
So that is a good way to learn how to fail.
Of course. Alright. Alright, so let me log into someone else. I would have to go back.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just walk.
So who else has something that I do for the class?
Uncle Victor, basic science.
Basic science. What class?
Grade 1, grade 2, and grade 2.
What class did you set for?
Grade 2.
Grade 2. Alright, so I will log in as Clement. The mother is here. I hope I don't fail. Okay. Let me. Oh, no. No, this is Clement. So, same as before, I go to online exam. So I have something here. Okay, now this one is waiting. It shows the time is not yet. Yes, this exam is still in the future. So I can't take this one out. Is this showing you waiting? Let me show you. So, the due time for this exam is Yes. So it's still waiting. Maybe tomorrow this will happen. But let me quickly check his zone and see if I can log into that. Okay, so now I'll take the exam. Same as before, instructions, everything. I click on start. So why did I fail before? I just click on submit. If I click on submit and I've not answered anything, I will still fail. But what will happen is I'll be clicking all of this one at a time to assess it. Now, this is the first question. Dash is the functional and structural units of life. The answer should be cell. Then instead of this now, I'll click on what? Next instead of submit. Book is a living thing. This is false. Let me take true for instance. Next. Which of these is not a part of the brain? This will be the liver. Next. Paramecium is a unicellular organism. True or false, uncle?
It's true.
Okay.
They can be transferred into phase 2.
I want to pass. This is the metamal. The mother is here. Functional, okay. Functional and structural units of all the living things. Yeah. Next.
You don't tell me the answer.
Which of these is not a living thing? Now, this is a multiple choice. Which of these? Table is not. Barrier is not. If I should add man to this now, I'll be finished. Next. Cell is structural and functional unit of life. Yeah. Next. Which of these is a part of the brain? So this is a multiple choice. Alright. Click on next. Which of these is not an organ? I'm seeing liver here. Liver, skin, liver, bone. Alright. So this is complete. But in case I just want to cross check the ones I've done before, I can still go back with previous. Or let me see if I can still access it from here. You see, I can still go back. And then clear my answer and retype. So it's for them to check. Maybe after they've entered it and they still have time to go through, they can be reviewing them one after the other to see what they've done, if it's okay. And if everything is fine, we'll click on submit. And already submitted. I can't take the exam. So it seems Uncle published it as manual, right? Okay. So if it's manual, I'm not seeing my score yet. I'm not seeing my score yet. So on his own part now, maybe he has collected all, they've attempted all the exams. He can now go manually and publish the result, and then I'll log in back as a student and see what I have for this test.
Can you do that one?
Alright. So let me check from his side. I'll broadcast it later on.
Are you on course?
And now results published. I can now view my results. And yeah, I passed. So this was fixed. I got the fixed mark. The passing mark was 5. Total question was 9. Total answer was 9. Total mark was 14, and I obtained 12. Correct answers were 8. I got 1 wrong. The percentage 89.75, and I passed. And this is it. So So if you had published automatically, immediately as the child finishes the exam, you'll be able to access this. But if not, when you are done, I'll still show you how to go and publish that. But I'll have to create another exam and show you that. Then this place for remarks and position, you can do it too under the online exam part, so that the child can see. If you want a position to be for this, you can do it. But if you don't want, you can also as well leave it. If you are interested in just the score, you can just copy that and record. That should be that. Okay, let me yeah. Okay, let me just use mine. Let me see so that we can all see it. I want to edit mine. I entered for J1.
Sir, sorry, please, where did you go to?
No, I'm coming. I just want to use mine so that all of us can see. For those who publish manually. So I want to, let me off this now. I want to edit it. This is it. You know, this was automatic.
Yeah.
But I want it to be manual now. So that after the child has finished the exam, I will be the one to complete the result. So I've updated this. And I want this to go live. Where is it? Yes. Okay. Alright. So the class was J1. Alright. So it's saved. So I want to take the test for that class. So I'm here, online exam. This exam is closed. I have to go back and edit. Sorry for that. So just in case your children have the exam closed, just as was seen now, you see, you just want to open it for them at a later time. For those maybe new students and like, I just come back to unpublish this. I'll go back to edit. Sorry. I want to edit that online exam now to test the date. So this is it. Edit. date now, I want to extend it. So say maybe on the 24th. Start time should be okay, 3, 4, 5. That's very good. Let me update this. Alright, I'll republish this. Now let me try to log in again with that student detail. Alright, so the exam is now live. So I want to take this exam. Remember, the option I chose was to publish these results manually. Now let me take this exam. I want to start the exam now. So and now is the name of the place. This is true. Next, pick all that is in now. John is Mary School. Next, which of these is not a now? Pick this. Next, then the answer here is now. And I complete. Alright. So it's submitted, so I can't see my result now. So now let me log in as a teacher to publish that result. Alright. So under the online exam, then I'll just go to that same exam I entered before. Let me expand this so that I can access it. I'll go to that place so that I see it. Now, if you see this now, it's different from you see this is now there's this extra icon here now. As opposed to this one is removed because this exam is done already. I can no longer add questions to this. But I now have this make results publish. You see this one now. So this is where I will click. Say, are you sure? Make results publish. I'll say yes and continue. Then, sorry, this is an error on typing, but this is done. Results successful. This is supposed to be successful, not deleted. Okay. So that is that. Now, so if I should log in as that child, as we did earlier, you should be able to access the score. So for those who will be doing manual, you must come here and publish the results. If it is automatic, no need, it will just do that on its own. I don't know if that is clear.
Yes.
Then some persons were asking questions as to how do we edit our questions? How do we edit our questions? So we'll have to go back to our question bank because that's where we enter the questions. We'll go to our question bank. And now, if you see this, you have a list, your subject. Let's follow along with this one, please. You have your questions and you have the question group. So just go ahead to select the appropriate one. Let me scroll to this side so that you see where we can edit. Okay, let me just pick this one. So if you have you will be seeing all of these extra icons. I don't know if it's showing on your own.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just pick this one out. See, this is to view everything there, and this is to edit. You can click on that. Then select the ground, everything. You see all my questions now. It's starting to come.
Okay.
So I can now make my changes here.
Alright.
And then I receive.
It's clear.
Alright. So that is it.
Oh.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
So just a way of recap. The online exam, this question group is the key name or where you want all your questions to be. So you can have questions for KG1 test 10. That is the name of the group. You can have questions for KG1 second term, KG1 third term. Because as soon as some students leave, others are coming. And you can still use same questions to tell them. So that is the purpose of your question group. Then the question bank in itself is where you start to load questions into this question group. And then as you are adding questions to it, you have 3 levels: easy, medium, hard. And you add questions to it as you deem pleased to use them later on. So questions added to easy for you might be to test them for classwork, assignment, and the likes. Then questions for hard are for exams. You know what you want to do with your questions. The medium could be for other things, maybe your test. So when you have finished adding questions to your bank, you go to the online exam, you create the online exam. After creating the online exam, adding the duration and all of those things, you will now go to that icon, which there's a question mark, to add questions into the online exam. And then you start to filter from your question bank, questions you want to appear in your online exam. Then after adding them, you assign, and it should be showing. Then you go to the status to make it live for your student to access it. And when your students are done taking the exam, if it's automatic, they see their score. If it is not, you have to publish it. Now, to generate position, let me just write this one. Maybe you want to grade that exam they did. If it was to be maybe a way of incentive for your class, I just want to do maybe something like a giveaway to my students. I want to buy them maybe a calculator for those 1 to 10. I can go here to generate position if that's what I want. And then I select the class. Was it not for J? Sorry. J1. It was English test and I filtered. Alright, so it was only one student that took this. So that is why the position is just 1, which is the first. I can leave a remark here for the student to see later on. Maybe try next time. Or if it were to be more than one student, as I click that, it's going to grade them based on the score and their position. And then I can now save.